Hi guys, welcome to Tech Geek. So today we are back with a daily Leetcode challenge problem that's valid anagrams, and that's a Leetcode easy question. So you guys must have gone through this type of question many a times, and it's quite an easy question. You can say a tier 1 type question if you're asked from a service based company or some product based companies who are hiring for associates. Okay. Before beginning, I'd like to request you all to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and keep following technique. Let's see what the question says. Okay, so there are two given strings. Okay, one is S and one is T. One is S and one is T. Return true if T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. Now comes to a word. What is an anagram? So anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. Okay. Now you have S and T. You can see anagrams. Okay, let's see this here. Okay. You have one like this and one like this. Okay. One is S and one is T. You have been asked to check whether they are anagrams. Now, anagrams means that each of the alphabet must be repeated only once. Once refers to, in the first, if it's occurring thrice, it should occur thrice. So, let's consider each occurrence as one. And so, each should be repeated only once or exactly once. Exactly. Okay. So, if you talk about this, the arrangement could be any. So, there comes out to be first constraint, that's the length should be equal. Okay, the length of both of them should be equal in order to see whether they are anagrams. Secondly, okay, secondary is if the length is equal. Now coming to the constraint, if the length is equal, that doesn't mean that every time it's an anagram. Let's say we have two words and here the length is 3, here the length is 3, but are they anagrams? No, because here we have C, here we have T. Okay, so length should be same as the first constraint. Secondly, the count of each alphabet should be same in both. Okay, that's what you have to do. Now let's take one. Okay, this was our, so as you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, both are 7, so the length is same. The first condition of length is valid. Now coming to the second condition, how we'll check this condition. We'll take an array. Okay, for the first one we'll take some array. Let's take something like this. You know we have sky values. Okay, so you will be having some particular 26 alphabets. So for 26 alphabets you'll be having some values. So let's skip some middle ones, they would be also there. Okay, anagrams only if these are the 5 common letters that are the alphabets that are. So for the first one, S, we'll traverse as we get one alphabet. Okay, like A, increment it, N, initially they are 0, increment it again, A, make it 2, G again 1, R again 1, A again 3, and M 1. Okay, now once you have this final array, that's after the T. Okay, once you have this final array with S, you'll move towards T, traverse it, N. Now instead of incrementing for the second, we'll decrease A, decrease G, decrease A, again decrease R, A, sorry, and A. See, once this is done, now traverse from this each and every array, traverse and check. If A of I is not equal to 0, then return false. Otherwise, we'll return true. That means each and every is. Now instead of iterating twice, you can do it in a single array traversal. Like what you could do is, instead of like first going for s then going for this, you can directly go as, like, both of them, the length is same. So once the length is same, you will be taking up the same advantage of this, that for each and every I, that's the position 0. Okay, let's do this. Okay, sorry. Okay, like for the first, it's a. For s you will increment, and for t you will decrement. Initially all are 0. Okay, so for a, make it 1. For n, decrement it, so it's -1. Again, n increment, so -1 became 0. A decrement became 0. Again, a increment and g decrement. G will increment, a will decrement. Okay, then r increment and decrement one at the same time, so let's make it 0. A again increment and decrement, same time, m again increment and decrement. So that's how you can see each and every is 0. Then you can see that yeah, it's working fine. Let's come to this solution now. Your very first condition, as said, check for the length. If length is not equal, return false. That's a base case for you. Now 26 alphabets, take 26, run a loop for each. Now you said scar value, so scar value, for that character -97. For s increment, for t decrement, and check. If it's not equal to 0, that means you have to return false. Now if you ask me, this is a really good approach, and if you ask me what's the length, it's order of n, and n being the length of any of these strings, actually it's just the same, so that's the time complexity you need to follow. So this is how our solution would go up. If in case there's any query regarding anything, this is really easy solution. So do try to solve it on your own. If in case there's any confusion, do let me know. Thank you. Keep following. Thank you.